there. Got over the curb on the outside. They're both going to get a pretty dodgy run here onto Paddock Hill. Through Clearways. And Jim Clark Bend onto the start-finish straight, and then Paddock Hill Bend, Simone Preet rather, taking another look at Ulrich in the background, so he's already caught back up to the top five. And again, Pellegrini challenges into Druids. Take another big look. Although not a lunge yet, it's difficult. I was going to say, because of the way the corner is, uphill in the braking zone, there really isn't much for braking zone at all, despite it being a hairpin. And overtaking there is very difficult indeed, unless you get an absolutely excellent run off of Paddock Hill Bend. Wide goes Pellegrini. I think he was trying to set himself up for the exit of Paddock Hill Bend. Whether that works or not, we're about to see. For the exit of Clearways and through Jim Clark curve. Preet is now up into 5th place, so he's just passed Thorsten Ulrich on that last lap. And then the three drivers I haven't mentioned yet are 7th, 8th, and 9th. Jean Claudio Crochet. I hope I'm not saying that wrong. Rosario Catalano and even Yevtich, sorry. But still up front, it's that battle between Shaposhnik and Pellegrini leading us around. Oh, Pellegrini getting right over the curb on the inside. That was almost a corner cut there as he went all four wheels over the white line on the inside. And I think Ulrich's just got Preet back there. In fact, Preet's made a major mistake. Preet's missing. He's spun. So we've had a spin for pole sitter Simone Preet. Didn't see how that happened, but it looks to me as if he's going to have to steer her to avoid. He's going to have to do a 3-point turn here to avoid going into the pit lane. So a lot of time lost there for Simone Preet, our pole sitter, who has lost a lot of time by spinning it away. We don't know whether that was his own mistake or whether that was through contact with presumably Thorsten Ulrich. The two of them were fighting. But anyway, enough! Second, Pellegrini! Pellegrini is on the grass! He took a look there at Nikita Shaposhnik, misjudged it, and now he's playing in the Dandelions. Rejoins, just behind Jean-Claudio Crochet there. That was very close. And once you get one wheel into the grass like that, it just tends to suck you off to the outside. And there's no gathering that one back. He's now got Catalano on his tail as well, challenging hard. It should be noted that the championship leader, Adam Pinces, is not here today, so unfortunately he will not be able to contend for his championship lead, and that means that in the prime seats for the championship lead is Martin Barner, who comes into this round second in the championship and is currently running third in the race, doing a good job in the number 16 car. And after the opening round of the championship, the order was Pinces followed by Barner, then Thorsten Ulrich, who's been passed a couple of times so far this race, but simply through being consistent has kept himself in P4 and is actually now challenging Barner for P3. So this could well end up being the battle for the championship lead, especially since the two drivers ahead of him, Shaposhnik and Rajkovic, both of those drivers are yet to score in this championship. Effectively, these are the leaders in 3rd and 4th position, chasing down Shaposhnik and Rajkovic, who are fighting over the lead of the race. As it stands, Ulrich there, taking a much more conventional line through Clearways, and Barner got a little bit out of shape. Not the ideal run towards Paddock Hill, and that's always worrying because Paddock Hill is the largest braking zone on the lap, and definitely a place where you can challenge. And also, if you get it right at the exit, you can do what Ulrich is doing now and trying to stick it to the inside of Druids. But Barner gets the run. You can do that. It's effectively a banked corner at Druids. As a result, you can power your way around the outside. Really, it tends to be all about who's braver through that. Now he takes these corners so much tighter than Barner. Seems like he just gets it turned in much better. And then mid corner, Barner just puts the power down. But Ulrich is not able to gain a place. So another lap completed. We've got 8 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in this, the first race of the day. I believe we will have 2 more races coming up after this one. But Ulrich doesn't want to wait. He wants to challenge Bana now in this race, preferably on this lap, because the longer they spend behind the drivers in front, the further away the drivers in front are pulling. Raikovic already getting ahead by a matter of seconds. Not entirely sure how many, because the timing screen appears to be a bit buggy, although I'd estimate it's probably about 1.5 seconds between the two of them at this point in time. So Nikita Shapoznik leads after 7.5 minutes of racing. Milan Raikovic is second. Martin Bana on their tail, not letting him get away too much, but still being challenged himself by Thorsten Ulrich. I believe it's supposed to be pronounced Thorsten, actually. Thorsten Ulrich. Again, my apologies if I'm pronouncing any of these names wrong. Luca Pellegrini is in P5, followed by Gian-Claudio Crochet, Rosario Catalano, Ivan Yevtic, and then Simone Preet, after his spin, is rounding out the field, getting over the grass there. So we know that Preet can be quick, but consistency is definitely something that he still needs to work on. So I believe that Shapoznik's now getting away a bit in the lead of the race, and I can see the gap coming out visually. And actually Raikovic appears to be under pressure a bit from Bana and Ulrich here. I wonder whether he may end up in a full-on fight with these three. Raikovic, Bana now, sorry, the meat in the sandwich, you could say. Never the ideal situation to be in as a driver. You always want to be either hunting or defending. Otherwise you're in a situation where you have to do both at once and really keep your wits about you. And it's very, very difficult. But Bana holding steady. Wouldn't expect anything less from him. He's a strong driver. Sadly, of course, we couldn't see that last time out since we weren't able to get a broadcast view. But we have one for you here today. You only missed one round of the championship. We aim to broadcast every other round, so you can see this fight between Bana, Ulrich, and anyone else who can get involved continue for as long as it continues. Hopefully, right until the end of the series, to make it come down to the wire, much as we saw in our last RaceRoom series, the TCR series, which is still up on YouTube. Meanwhile, Ulrich takes a look to the outside of Bana. Normally they're on the opposite sides through grids there, although it seems that Bana still has the strength on the exit, just able to put the power down so much cleaner and accelerate out to the corner in a way that Ulrich just does not have a chance to overtake. It's a difficult track to overtake at, is Brands Hatch Indy. Your best chance is into turn 1, Paddock Hill Bend. Although even that's tricky because you have a slightly curved braking zone, and then of course you go over the crest of a hill into one of the most difficult corners in racing. A lot of accidents happen at Paddock Hill Bend. I've seen some with my own eyes. But luckily these drivers still keeping it steady, keeping it within the lines. Oh, and very sideways there. Sideways goes Bana, and he loses a place to Ulrich. Looked to me as if he braked with one wheel or two wheels on the grass on the outside. His right-hand side tyres weren't on the tarmac, and when you brake and one tyre or one side of the car has so much more grip than the other side, it does tend to just flick the car around, and Bana then had to go save mode. That meant that Thorsten Ulrich was able to get up into 3rd position. So, Thorsten Ulrich could be on course here to snatch the championship lead away from Martin Bana. They're only separated in the championship by 2 points coming into this round. So, not going to do the maths right now, especially since they weren't the official results anyway. but I do think that Ulrich is one step closer to claiming that championship lead, although, of course, since we have 2 more races coming up, and since they have reverse grids, I think that, I think that means it's going to be tricky. Ulrich coming back at him now. No, actually, that's Ulrich going for Rajkovic. So Ulrich takes a look at Rajkovic. Rajkovic seems unsettled here. Rajkovic definitely unsettled. Ulrich on the inside into Druids. And I have to say that Rajkovic got a little bit spooked by Ulrich coming through there. But that was a really good move from Torsten Ulrich. Just knew that Rajkovic wouldn't expect it. And launched his way through. Really, really good driving. And now Rajkovic spins. Rajkovic gets over the grass. And there's that effect again where you brake with one wheel or one side of the car on the grass and the other side on the tarmac. You do tend to just get looped around. Rajkovic now going to 5th position. He's gone from 2nd to 5th in the space of a lap. And he will be very, very disappointed with that. And probably with himself too. Being passed there by Ulrich, by Barnett, and also Luca Pellegrini, who's now up into 4th position. So podium places change. Rajkovic, who is challenging Shaposhnik in the early stages, is now further down the order, much further down than he would like at this point in time. So the battle now: Ulrich versus Barnett. Pellegrini not too far away from them as well. We've also got a fight for 6 between Croce and Catalano, and both of those I think are worth keeping a bit of an eye on. And so it's also worth mentioning that Simone Preet has managed to gain a place back. He's passed Ivan Jevtic, so back up into 8th place goes Preet. Sorry, Preet. With just 2 laps of this race remaining after this one, time's running out in the fight between Ulrich, Barna and Pellegrini. Although Pellegrini definitely still gaining on these, and actually his last few laps have been very, very quick in the in the 45s. Not 145 since it's such a short track, but yeah, those are some pretty impressive lap times there. Especially considering everyone else is running 46.2s. And it definitely shows that Pellegrini feels that it's not over yet, and it may well not be. I've seen a couple of mistakes being made from drivers ahead of him in the race so far. But I have to say, Ulrich's driven very, very well. He's down in 6th place at one point, and he's come through to 2nd again. And that's through a string of impressive overtaking moves, coupled with some strong consistency as well. But we are now onto the final lap of the race for Nikita Shaposhnik. Nikita has driven a pretty unstoppable race the entire way through, so much faster than anyone else. And he's just been pulling that gap out. It's going to be, I estimate, probably 8 or 9 seconds at the end of this. Meanwhile, look at third. There goes Pellegrini through on the inside of Barnett. He launched it in at Graham Hill Bend and he's made it stick. Great move from Pellegrini on the final lap of the race. I told you he was gaining, but now we have to look back at Shaposhnik, who's going to round the final corner and win by a sizable margin there. Nikita Shaposhnik, great drive. Oh, contact over second. Contact over second. Pellegrini and Ulrich contacted. Pellegrini will take 2nd. Barner is 3rd, Ulrich is 4th. He will feel aggrieved. I'm not sure entirely how that started, but there was definitely contact between Pellegrini and Ulrich. Rajkovic will be 5th. Croce will hold off Catalano for 6th. Preet will be 8th after a spin. Jevtic will be 9th. Drama over 2nd place there. But we're going to go for an advert break now, and we will be straight back for race 2. Welcome back everyone to Brands Hatch Indy for race 2 of 3 here with WCSLeague and the KTM Crossbow Cup. Of course, these KTM crossbows designed by a manufacturer who are known for making motorbikes, but went to cars for this track day special, two-seater track day special. And I must say it's a very impressive thing too, and I'm very glad that WCSLeague has decided to race this on the RaceRoom racing experience sim. It's exciting, and we're now going to get a second race with a reverse grid. I have my eye on Samuni Preet for this, because it's worth mentioning that after his spin, Preet actually went on to set the fastest lap of the race. I told you he had pace, because he really does, but he needs to make sure he doesn't make mistakes. We saw him making 2 or 3 mistakes in race 1, and I think that's what really cost him not just the podium, but a potential win as well. Also look out for Shipojnik. He's going to be coming through from the very back of the grid. But anyway, we're preparing to go, and pole position will be Yevtich. And go! Away we go! Even Yevtich leads away the pack. Preet there trying to cover up Catalano behind, and does cover up the rest of the pack well. So Yevtich does lead through turn 1 now. He got there first. Preet is second. And third behind is almost 3 wide there. And somehow it works. Ulrich passing several cars on the inside. Slight contact with Catalano. But gets away with it. Looking also at Shipojnik. He's still at the back, so hasn't managed to make up any places yet. And here goes Preet for the lead. Preet gets it. So Preet goes through on the inside of Surtees. And pulls the move on Yevtich. Now through comes Catalano as well. He has the inside line. Yevtich turns in on him slightly, and that's going to allow Ulrich to come through as well. And also in the background, we've had a spin for Pellegrini. So Pellegrini, who crossed the line second in race 1, is facing backwards. Now as we come up to Paddock Hill Bend, Ulrich taking a look to the outside of Catalano, aiming for the switchback. Is he up towards Druids? That'll be difficult to pull. Although still going for it, still there, coming through. Brakes later, slight contact, runs wide, and Catalano has the inside but slides over the curb, and Ulrich does pull it. Ulrich up to second place, Catalano through to third, fighting with Yevtich. Yevtich goes over the curb on the inside, they're almost 3 wide. They are 3 wide behind him there, and Barner's in that with Crochet and Shipojnik. Contact, and Shipojnik's going round. So Shipojnik, our race 1 winner, has been fired off. No, he hasn't, he's got through it, it was Crochet. So Shipojnik got through. Rajkovic and Crochet came together. Crochet's now at the back. Pellegrini's through to 8th. So there was contact between the two of them. Yevtich is off, and I think he hit the barrier there out of the final corner. Didn't see how that happened. But sudden carnage here with the KTM Crossbows. Luckily, everyone survived. But yeah, this KTM Crossbow challenge proving to be a challenge in the opening stages of this race. Wade runs Yevtich, but keeps it under control. And Preet has built up a lead already. I said that he might. I said that he'd be the driver to look out for. Or wobbling across the grass, but keeping it under control. I think the next place to look is probably Barner versus Catalano for third, because I don't expect Barner will be very happy with his main championship rival Ulrich getting away from him in these early stages. Here he goes, just as I predicted, to the outside of Paddock Hill Bend. Although you always have an advantage braking on the inside, because that's where the gravity is, and also that's where the ideal lane is, especially when you're side by side like this through Druids. Almost rubbing wheels. They were rubbing wheels on the exit, and Barner gets him. So Barner through to third position. Now what can he do about chasing Ulrich down? Shipojnik now getting involved as well at the inside of Catalano. Tried that last lap, and there was, well actually I think last lap I misidentified it. It's Rajkovic who went through on the inside and then made contact. But anyway, they'll get away with it. Now there's been another spin for Yevtich, so our pole sitter has dropped down to 8th now. And Shipojnik going through on the inside, and now there's contact, but he gets away with it just. Not sure quite how, because Paddock Hill Bend is very unforgiving. If you do that, you tend to end up having an accident. But just about survives it to Shipojnik and Catalano. It was a brave attempt, I think they both did well there not to panic and overcorrect, because that would definitely have ended up with someone in the wall. He's on the inside again, and again it doesn't work. Once again, he's going to have to set himself up for Paddock Hill Bend. We're less than 4 minutes into this race already, but they're still fighting hard over this 4th position. Shaposhnik knows he has the pace to win races. If he can win 2 races in a row, that would be very impressive, especially with Pre getting away at the rate he is. Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. He still needs to pass Catalano first, if he's even going to have a chance of a podium. Less drives ahead make mistakes, of course. Although I don't think I've seen Torsten Ulrich make a mistake all day. Martin Barner still running steadily in 3rd position. Catalano, Shaposhnik fighting over 4th. Shaposhnik has a good run out to the final corner here. Towards Paddock Hill Bend. Round the outside. That's nicely done. Around the outside, I think he's going to get the power down and get it into Druids, is he? Catalano's still on the inside. Shaposhnik needs to try to get the grip. It's a bank corner, he can do that. And he's still on the inside for Graham Hill Bend. That's what he needed to do. Makes it stick. Nicely done from Shaposhnik. They were side by side for about 3 corners in a row. And it went very, very well for Nikita Shaposhnik now. 4th position is Shaposhnik, 5th is Catalano. If this looks like fun and you want to get involved for yourself and you have RaceRoom, then that's wonderful. You can just go and sign up for the final 4 rounds of the championship on the website. Of course, if you don't have RaceRoom, it is completely free. There are DLCs. Although it's a free simulator, getting started on it really isn't that difficult at all. It's a nice one to pick up and race, and these KTM crossbars as well are very, very fun. They're my type of car. Relatively low downforce, but high ability. Oh, and off, and it's Preet! Preet, the leader's spun! The leader's in the grass, exactly where he lost it in race 1! He's done it again, and he's going to drop to the back of the order. Torsten Ulrich leads the race, followed by Martin Barner and Nikita Shaposhnik. And I did not see how that happened, but I presume he made exactly the same mistake that he did in race 1. And again, he's going to have to be careful to keep it out of the pit lane there. And once again, Simone Preet has dropped to the very back of the order. He will be furious with himself. We know that he has the potential to be the fastest driver in the field. He's led both races. He qualified on pole. He set fastest lap in race 1, but he couldn't keep it on the road, and that is why he's losing. My goodness, Simone Preet has really thrown this one away, and Torsten Ulrich now sees a clean track ahead of him. He will be thinking that his Christmas has come early. I tell you what, not that long till Christmas, only 8 days, just over a week. But heading into the Christmas break, Torsten Ulrich will be very, very fond of his championship lead. All he wants for Christmas is said championship lead, and he's well on his way to it at this point in time. Although, look now, Nikita Shaposhnik is challenging. He's caught right up to the back of Barner. And Nikita Shaposhnik put into a podium position by that mistake from Preet has run himself into a good position to fight for the win potentially, because Barner really isn't that far behind Ulrich. We still have 7 minutes left in this race. Shaposhnik takes a look, definitely trying to unsettle Barner. Looks like it's worked. Barner's run wide there. He's on the other side, to the side he was on when he pulled the move on Catalano. And not able to capitalise on it. Difficult place to pull a move around the outside. Pretty much impossible unless your opponent has a really bad run or breaks significantly early. Shaposhnik gets a really good exit. He's going to the outside here of Jim Clark Bend towards Paddock Hill. That's a good place to be to force your opponent into a mistake. Here we go. The adversely cambered Paddock Hill bend and into the properly cambered Druids. Gets over the curb. They now lap even Yevtich, and in the background Catalano's made a mistake. Catalano's off the road. Ooh, big slide for Catalano as he gets over the grass, and he is going to spin. So Catalano is going to lose plenty of places here. He was running 4th. Pellegrini is now 4th. Rajkovic is now 5th. And Catalano covers in 6th position. He lost a lot of time for that. That wasn't a normal spin because he was stopped for a significant amount of time. Now he's got Jean-Claude Rocher chasing him down. But yeah, a couple of big mistakes. It's a difficult circuit, this Touch Indy circuit is. Welcome to everyone in the YouTube chat. VBM says I might join in for the next round. Yes, absolutely do. As I say, you can find details about that on any of WCSLeague's social media. We have a website, WCSLeague.com, I think. We have a Twitter, just search WCSLeague, and also a Facebook. Got the website's name wrong. It's not .com. It's .co.uk. But anyway, yeah, you can absolutely enter. There's no entry fee. It's just pure RaceRoom racing online. A fantastic sim racing club event. Take very seriously. You can see just how hard Shipojnik is pushing here to get Martin Bana, the Hungarian driver, ahead of the Ukrainian. Shipojnik around the outside. Again, he tried this move a few laps ago and didn't make it stick. His Bana is good on the brakes into Paddock Hill. He's actually going to keep his wheels around the outside here, run slightly over the curb. But still there around Druids. Now can he keep himself on the inside? Oh, contact. They get away with it. Now he was trying to keep himself on the inside there, much like he did on Catalano a little while ago. And off into the grass he goes. Bit of a mistake there from Shipojnik. Won't cost him too much time, especially since he can get straight back in the slipstream and find it down on straight. But it's a little uncharacteristic mistake there from Shipojnik. Still, that's probably the biggest mistake we've seen him make all day, and it was tiny. 3 minutes to go now in this race. Not really that much longer at all. Won't be that much overlap of time either, because it's quite a short track. So realistically, the longest this race is going to be is 15 minutes and 46 seconds, which isn't really that much longer than 15 seconds. Got a fight in the background as well. I saw Preet there taking a look on Catalana into Druids. That's over 7th position. Still points on offer down there, even though Preet would love to be in a higher position. I feel that he has the pace to do. He does have the pace to. Meanwhile, even Yevtich is in the pits. I expect he's had an accident somewhere, or maybe he's just retiring the car. Oh, and off goes Catalano, and he's in the wall. So Catalano has bounced off the tech pro. He's in the tyre barrier, and I expect he just got a bit distracted by Preet in his mirrors there, and around he went. He's going to recover to the track, although a long way down. He's in 8th position, last of the cars on the road since Yevtich is in the pits. That means that Crete is now up into 7th place. Now I think the next fight to be wary of is Shipojnik and Bana, because again Shipojnik gains on Bana. Now, oh, it looked to me as if Bana was going to leave the inside open, but knows better than that. He's managed to hold off Shipojnik. Oh, and around goes Shipojnik. Shipojnik keeps it out to the barrier, but makes a big mistake, and that's the biggest mistake we've seen him make so far today. Pellegrini's now up into 3rd place, Rajkovic up into 4th, and Chapojnik's going to have to gain those places again if he's going to get back up onto the podium. Looks to me as if he just took a slightly too much curb through Paddock Hill Bend and it unsettled the car. Very easy mistake to make, but a very frustrating one as well. Whatever the case, Chapojnik are on the back of Rajkovic. We saw Rajkovic having varied success in the TCR Championship earlier this year, but was always good in attack and defence. And runs wide, just as I say that, and through goes Chapojnik. Oh, he's coming back in though. Rajkovic going for the switchback, forces Chapojnik wide. Oh, and there's contact! And around they both go, they're in the barriers. Now, how did that one look? I'm going to have a look back at that on the replay. Looks to me as if moving side by side through it. I think Chapojnik will argue that Rajkovic was too far back and tried to come back through. Admittedly, Chapojnik was fully ahead at one point, although Rajkovic will argue that he was fairly alongside Chapojnik, and Chapojnik just turned in, and to be honest, I can see both of their points of view. I think that may well just be a racing incident there. Now we've got a fight between Pellegrini and Barnett. So Catalano is a lap down now, off the road, but doesn't lose much time. Jeftic is out of the race, just to update you on that. Now around the final corner comes Torsten Ulrich. He's just got one little right-hander to go, and that's a victory for the bright blue number 19. Great race there from Torsten Ulrich, and Barnett just fends off Pellegrini for 2nd. Almost a replay of the finish from race 1 with those two being close. Chapojnik did manage to get Rajkovic in the end. He will finish 4th position. Rajkovic will be 5th. Then it's Jean-Claudio Crochet and Simone Preet, who spun that 1st position away, but again set 1st lap of the race. So again, we know he has the potential to be the fastest driver, but once again made a mistake. Rosario Catalano, P8, even Jeftic, P9 after a DNF. Right, now we are going for a quick advert break and then we'll be quickly back for race 3. Ulrich coming from 9th position and Chapojnik coming from 6th, the winners of the previous 2 races. Here we go. When the lights go out, go! So Jeftic leads away from the start again, and again gets a pretty good start. Catalano claims 2nd into turn 1. Crochet got a good start from 3rd there. So Crochet, although he's running wide, I think through on the inside is going to come through. Preet. In the background, Ulrich looking for a way through on the inside, almost makes it 3 wide. Again, everyone cleanly through, someone over the curb a bit there, although makes it stick. Through on the inside, that's Catalano taking the lead. So Catalano gets through on the opening lap of the race. Yevtich coming back at him, doesn't want to give the lead up just yet, and does get it back. Good move from Yevtich, getting the switch back and making the most of it, but running onto the grass now, around the outside of everyone goes Samuni Preet there, as sideways, very sideways, and off into the grass. Oh, Bana has come together with Crochet. So Crochet there and Reykjavik, not Bana. I think Bana did get a slight tap in that, but it was Reykjavik. She got sideways all the way through that corner and then just came across Crochet. Crochet, the innocent victim, I'm afraid. So Yevtich leads the first lap, and Catalano is fighting with Preet for that second position. Preet getting the better exit. And I expect that Preet's going to do better in this race. Surely he's not going to... surely Lightning's not going to strike 3 times, but I hope I'm not cursing it. Ulrich is already up to 5th position. He's actually past Shapojnik, but he's side by side. And up goes the leader, Yevtich. So Yevtich has lost it, and Crochet's lost it again. But yeah, Yevtich there slid off the road from the lead of the race. Didn't see exactly how that happened, but I expect he got a wheel in the grass. Preet are challenging for the lead. So Catalano leads for the second time this race. This time it looks to be permanent. Oh, actually, looking back at the replay, Yevtich just got a little slopper, a little tank slap. That's a weird incident. But anyway, Preet has taken the lead. Bana is up to 2nd place. Catalano is up to 3rd. All change here in the KTM Crossroad Challenge. That happened. They're up to Druids. Preet went through on the inside. Catalano just... Oh, and look! Contact and Ulrich's off! Ulrich running wide. Ulrich, does he keep control? Well, he doesn't spin, so doesn't lose that much time, but does drop to 6th position. So now it's Preet, Catalano, Bana, Shapojnik, Pellegrini, and Ulrich. But look at Bana now. We did take a look at Catalano briefly. Now up towards Druids, takes another look, goes for the switchback, forces Catalano to take the non-idyllic line. But he's squirming at this point in time, he really is. This way and that. Sees Preet getting way ahead of him. Ooh, possibly some slight contact with Shapojnik. Shapojnik round the outside, look at that, sweeping through. Not quite, bails out of it. Wisely so. Catalano. Ooh, losing it, is he? Good save, really good save there from Catalano. Almost going into the pit lane, but drops to 4th place. Bana 2nd, Shapojnik 3rd, side by side now. And 4th goes Pellegrini, so Pellegrini comes through in all of that as well. Ulrich now right back on their tail. Shapojnik to the outside of Bana. Bana running not wide. Nice of him to keep it under control. Ulrich around the outside of Catalano in the background, gets 5th position. Makes it stick. Nicely done from Ulrich. Wide onto the grass goes Pellegrini, and Ulrich might get Pellegrini as well in this. Side by side through Surtees and McLaren. And contact, and around goes Pellegrini. Big contact there. Catalano gets involved. Catalano spins. And that was just Pellegrini getting unsettled there. He'll complain that Ulrich turned in on him, and maybe he did. I think that might be down to the steward. Although, again, you have to say that Catalano was the innocent victim, and I'm afraid that Luca Catalano is our first retirement from this race. So 8 drivers remaining out of 9 starters here. Down through Graham Hill Bend, the fight for 2nd continues between Bana, Shapojnik, and Ulrich. Up towards the end of the lap. Shapojnik there taking a wider line through the braking zone to try to get the better exit. It's always a good tactic. And appears to be making it work so far. Here we go down the straight. Takes a look to the inside. That's what he tried to do in race 1. Tried to find a way to get through on the inside, but this time just wasn't close enough. Bana knew it. That's why he didn't go too defensive. Of course, if you go defensive when you don't need to, you lose time. Well, you lose time anyway. Ooh. Now Ulrich just went around the outside of Shapochnik there, and Shapochnik appeared to back off. That's weird. Well, Ulrich through to third, Shapochnik down to fourth. It looked to me as if as soon as Shapochnik saw Ulrich coming through, he just backed off. Well, I'm not sure why that happened there. I wonder if he feels guilty about something, maybe? That's weird anyway, but whatever the case, down to fourth position. Of course, this is for prize money. €289 product prize as a whole, so any product, so long as it's worth €289 or less, that is a very, very good prize. Just think about what you can do with that money. I don't know what I'd do with €289 to spare, to be honest. Probably a few race visits or something, but anyway. That's thanks to 3Drap.it, 3Drap.it. Fantastic of them to support us and provide that wonderful prize. We had some prize money for the TCR Championship as well. That, of course, was won by Adam Pintos, who is still officially the championship leader until the official results of this are announced. And then, if it finishes like this, I presume the championship lead will go the way of Torsten Ulrich. It will be close between him and Bana, unless he gets past Bana now, in which case he will build up a bigger margin. But you have to remember, coming into this round, Bana was leading Ulrich in the championship, second and third behind Pintos. Paddock Hill Bend, they sweep. Nikita Shapochnik now challenging again. So whatever happened before doesn't seem to be affecting him now. And he is well and truly in this fight for podium position, second, third and fourth. As Preet gets away out in front. Once again sets the fastest lap of the race so far. Ulrich. Certainly had a little look at Bana there. I think that's just difference in lanes, possibly exaggerated by the fact they're so close together. But I do think they are trying to set themselves up for a move here into Paddock Hill Bend. Ulrich, well, Ulrich thought about attacking. He couldn't, and instead he was attacked. He's now going to go back up the inside of Shapochnik into Druids. And Shapochnik's going to be forced to run wide here. You have to make sure that even when you're trying to outbrake your opponent, you don't hit the car in front, because it's so easy to make that mistake. Ooh, bit of a contact there. And Ulrich got sideways, but he's still on the inside of Shapochnik. And it's a battle of wits, it really is. Sideways gets Ulrich almost. And Shapochnik gets through to third. And that's going to bring the championship much closer between Bana and Ulrich there. Remember, Shapochnik was yet to score a point in the championship before this round. So down through Paddock Hill Bend again. And now what can Shapochnik do about Martin Bana? Martin Bana has been holding that second position pretty much the entire race since the start, but look at Ulrich. He's not done yet, taking a look to the inside. Backing out of it. Again, wisely so, you don't want to commit to a move that's surely going to end in disaster. I think that one would have done if he'd stuck at it. So across the start-finish line again. The gap really not that much at all. Again, the gap system appears to be slightly glitchy today, so I can't tell you exactly how much it is, but it's really not that much. Oh my word, I estimate probably 0.2 of a second through Druids there between Bana and Shapochnik. That's how close they got. Ulrich sliding his car through behind, getting onto the grass, getting well out into the grass. That's going to cost him some time. He's going to rely on the slipstream to get back up onto the tail of Shapochnik again now. But all the while that Shapochnik's stuck behind Martin Bana, he's still vulnerable to Ulrich. as we saw by Ulrich attacking Berner just now. Here comes Shapojnik. Must be good at finding room on the inside, but decides to go to the outside for the safety. It's more Berner to come across on him quickly. Berner goes defensive, and Shapojnik to the outside. Turns in. That's very, very close. They do rub wheels, and Shapojnik gets over the grass. And in the braking zone, Shapojnik gets it, and that's very brave. Lesser drivers there would have backed off as soon as they started getting edged onto the grass. Yet Shapojnik didn't overestimate his car control, and didn't underestimate it, sorry, and was brave enough and confident enough to hold the position, be later on the brakes. That's actually a really, really good move from Nikita Shapojnik there. I can't tell you just how much bravery a move like that takes in a car like this. Into the roads again. Berner and Ulrich now have the job of not letting Shapojnik get away. And, potentially getting back ahead of him. It really is going to be tough here. We've seen how quick Shapojnik is. He won race 1. Possibly could have won race 2 without that mistake as well. Oh, and Ulrich there. Well, I think Berner went wide and Ulrich just had a little look, just poked his nose through. But of course, you're never going to get the momentum with that tight a line. It was only speculative, really. Up into Druids. 3 minutes, remaining. Just over 3 laps remaining. And Thorsten Ulrich still putting very heavy pressure here on the back. Martin Berner, 3rd position. These two came into this round as championship leaders elect after Adam Pincers wasn't able to show up. Meanwhile, I'm afraid we've also lost even Yevtich from this race. There are only 7 drivers remaining now. Not sure quite when we lost Yevtich, but it was a little while ago, I think. That's okay though. It only takes 2 cars to make a race, and around a track such as Brands Hatch Indy, 7-car track feels surprisingly crowded. Out over the curbs again. Only got a little bit of time left in the race now. Ulrich has to start getting desperate, but not frustrated. Because if he gets truly desperate, that could end in tears. Out through Clark Curve again. Out through Clearways, sorry, towards Clark Curve. And after this lap, I predict we will have 3 more. Just 3 to go. Shapojnik getting away here from Berner and Ulrich. Ulrich just not able to find a way through. Took another look. This can be very frustrating for a driver. Around the outside, a lot of drivers say they prefer to be in an attacking position because there's less stress. And while there's more frustration, that can make it pretty tough in itself to attack the car in front cleanly. Just like that, you know, he thought he had a way through, but Berner went defensive. Pulled across to the left-hand side. And there was no way that Ulrich was going to go through because he's not a ghost. He can't drive straight through other cars. Although I bet he wish he could at this point in time. In the slipstream again towards turn 1. And slides it through. That's more of an all-wheel drift than a slide, to be honest. It certainly wasn't a proper mistake. But he's still in 4th position. Oh, maybe not for long. Little wheel rub there. Definitely committed to it. Can he do it on the switchback? Oh, I think he can here. They're probably wheel rubbing, but there we go, yeah. Thorsten Ulrich pulls the move up into 3rd place. Got a switchback out to Graham Hill. And though they rubbed wheels, it was a clean move. And Thorsten Ulrich is up into the podium positions. Now Martin Berner, can he have a go at coming back at him? I think he might get it back, but potentially. Turn 1, the better line is the inside. They almost rub. Ulrich is forced out over the curb. We're on the final lap of the race now. Ulrich just about keeps it. What about down into Graham Hildand? Not quite there for Martin Banner. He only really has one more opportunity to go. But we have to watch Simone Preet, who hasn't made the same mistake that he made in the first 2 races. Well done to him. Coming across the line. And Simone Preet does win race 3 despite the disappointment earlier on. Nikita Shapochnik is going to come across the line in 2nd position. Torsten Ulrich, who I'd actually call my driver of the day, is 3rd position, holding off Martin Banner at the end there after just overtaking him. Luca Pellegrini is 5th, Milan Rajkovic is 6th, 7th is Jean-Claudio Crozier, 8th is Ivan Jevtic, and 9th is Rosario Catalano, sorry. And that's the lot. So, at the end of the day, all 3 fastest laps and qualifying were set by Simone Preet. But the day didn't belong to him, did it? And Shapochnik and Ulrich were able to come through to take the first 2 victories, with Preet covering the 3rd one. So, the next round will be on the 7th of January after the winter break. Sign up is free. It's on the website, so if you go to the website, you can sign up for this series for free. We've got 4 rounds remaining after this one, and we'll be back on the 7th of January. So, for today, I've been your commentator, Caitlin Penny. Thank you very much for tuning in, and I hope you all have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. See you next time.